what you gonna do when your brother comes home? You gotta stand out in the field with your heart of stone. Oh, you're gonna run like the Father with open arms. Oh, what you gonna do when your brother comes home? What you gonna do when that rooster crows? You said you never would, but you've been exposed. And when he looks you in the eye, oh, you know he knows. Oh, what you gonna do when that rooster crows? Oh, 'cause one day everybody's gonna stand before the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That final account you can't outrun. Are you gonna hear the Father say, well done? So where you gonna stand on Judgment Day? Washed in the blood, clothed in shame. Will the precious Savior know your name? Oh, oh, so where you gonna stand on Judgment Day? 'Cause one day everybody's gonna stand before the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That final account you can't outrun. Are you gonna hear the Father say, well done? So what you gonna do when the sun comes up? Are you gonna choose to hate or choose to love? Are you gonna show some grace or try to be the judge? Oh, oh, what you gonna do when that sun comes up? Oh, 'cause one day everybody's gonna stand before the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That final account you can't outrun. Are you gonna hear the Father say, well done? One day everybody's gonna stand before the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That final account you can't outrun. Are you gonna hear the Father say, well done? So what you gonna do when your brother comes home? What you gonna do when your brother comes home? Oh, what you gonna do when that brother of yours comes home? Oh, what you gonna do when your brother comes home? Thank you very much. I'm so excited to be here tonight. This is such a treat just to share some songs with some new friends, and we're just kind of have a good time tonight. This next song I want to share, I wrote just a little over a year ago, and it happened right after the bombings in France occurred, and also there were some shootings in San Bernardino, and my heart was just really heavy with how believers were responding. You know, some believers post some great things online and say some good things, but some believers share some things that I kind of struggled with, you know, with how they were representing Jesus. And so in my heart, I just had some real heavy weight there, and I went downstairs to our studio, and I just prayed and cried out to God and said, God, what should our response be as a people, as believers, as followers of Christ? How should we respond? And through that, I just felt like he was saying, just put your eyes on me. Lift up my name. Make my name great. And when we look to Jesus, our King, he will inform our next move. He will inform our response. And we will be able to respond to the world in the way that he has called us to. This song came out of that afternoon. I wrote this song, and I posted it online, and the people just really responded to the message within it. The bridge says that whenever we make great his name, that there's nothing that can't be accomplished. With God, all things are possible. So this song is called Praise the King. This is a call to arms. This is a call to pray. This is a call to love, because our mighty God will save. His name can shake the night. His praise can overcome. With Jesus lifted high, there's no thing that can't be done. So praise the King, praise the King. Lift your voice and sing. Praise the King, praise the King. There's freedom when we bring hearts full of worship, lives of devotion. All heaven's power be put in motion. Praise, oh praise, oh praise the King. Oh, when the darkness strikes, and when the anger stings, and when our hope takes flight, this is our blessed offering. His name can shake the night. His praise can overcome. Oh, we lift Jesus high, because the war's already won. Oh, praise the King, praise the King. Oh, lift your voice and sing. Praise the King, praise the King. There's freedom when we bring hearts full of worship, lives of devotion. All heaven's power be put in motion. Praise, oh praise, oh praise the King. Oh, praise, oh praise, oh praise the King. Oh, come like a fire, fall like the rain. We want your kingdom here in this place. Come like a fire and fall like the rain. We need your presence here in this place. Come like a fire, fall like the rain. Oh, we want your kingdom here in this place. Come like a fire, fall like the rain. We need your presence here in this place. Oh, praise the King. Oh, praise the King of all kings. Nations sing, praise the King, praise the King. Lift your voice and sing, praise the King, praise the King. There's freedom when we bring hearts full of worship, lives of devotion. All heaven's power be put in motion. Hearts full of worship, lives of devotion. All heaven's power be put in motion. Oh, we praise, praise, praise the King. Oh, all heaven's power be put in motion. All heaven's power be put in motion. Praise the King. Thank you. Thank you. My wife and I walked through a time where we found out we could not have children, and we struggled through that. And at the same time, my mom was going through a sickness, was battling cancer. And it was during that season and that time that one day God just, his presence filled the room, and I felt a message from him for me in that moment, reminding me that even though I can't see him or feel him, or it's like he is so far away, he is there. And he was holding me and was with me in that moment and through that valley. And so this song came out of that season, and it just says, hey, child, hold on. I got you. When you don't want to face another day, seems like your life's one big mistake. spirits from your former self chase you. Oh, child, listen close so you know what to do. You may not see it, and you may not feel it. Oh, but I'm holding you tightly, and your spirit is near me. So hold on, hold on. It will not be long till it's all over. Child, hold on. Lay your weary head upon my shoulder. Oh, the rain is beating down so faithfully. Oh, but my love is more faithful, you will see. Oh, and the wind will show no mercy for your face. But your heart is safe, secure inside my grace. And you may not see it, and you may not feel it. Oh, but I'm holding you tightly, and your spirit is near me. So hold on, hold on. It will not be long till it's all over. Child, hold on, hold on. I'll lay your weary head upon my shoulder. Oh, you may not see it, and you may not feel it. Oh, but I'm holding you tightly, and your spirit is near me. So hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Child, hold on. Hold on. No, it won't be too long. Hold on. Hold on. It will not be long till it's all over. Oh, child, hold on, and lay your weary head upon my shoulder. Hold on, oh, it will not be long till it's all over. Hold on, oh, and lay your weary head upon my shoulder. Oh, when you don't want to face another day. Hold on, child, hold on. Thank you. So excited to be here in Pittsburgh, but we're not just here in Pittsburgh. We are all over the world. We are worldwide. How exciting is that? Yes. Come on. Anyway, we welcome all of you who are all over. Glad you're here joining us. We're just kind of hanging out, doing some songs and stories. This next song I want to share, I wrote with a friend of mine named Chrissy Nordoff, and she wrote a song called Your Great Name by Natalie Grant. And I was at her house, and that's where I found out. And I was like, wow, you wrote that song. It's such an incredible song. We got to talking about how we missed community. We were going through a season where we didn't have community in our lives. Weren't really having time with believers much. And so this song kind of came out of that discussion. And it's a song called Belong. Bring your burden, bring your pain. We will gather, we will pray. Bring your sin and bring your shame. We will hold you, preach on grace. Oh, this is where we belong, gathered in grace, safe in his arms. This is where we belong, written in red. We are bound by the cross. Child, this is home. Doubts, bring your fears. As we wait, he'll make it clear. Oh, and bring your laughter and your joy. Yes, we will dance, we will praise the Lord. Oh, don't you know this is where we belong, gathered in grace. We are safe in his arms. This is where we belong, written in red. We are bound by the cross. Child, this is home. Oh, child, this is home. This is how they know. And he pours out his love, and it flows right out through us. Then they know we are his by this love. And he pours out his love, and it flows right out through us. Then they know we are his by this love. And he pours out his love, and it flows right out through us. Then they know we are his by this love, by this love. This is where we belong, gather in grace. We are safe in his arms. Oh, this is where we belong. Oh, written in red. We are bound by the cross. Oh, this is where we belong, gathered in grace. We are safe in his arms. Oh, this is where we belong, written in red. We are bound by the cross. Child, this is home. Oh, don't you know, child, this is home. Child, welcome home. So my wife and I have been married for nearly 17 years. Yeah, come on. Those claps are for you, my dear. Well, here's the thing. When we were married in year 2000, and that was by design. so I could remember which year and how many years we've been married. So that's why I was like, we've got to get married in year 2000. This is very important to our marriage, so I don't forget. No, seriously, we've had an incredible journey, lots of highs and lows. And, when we got married, we had lots of dreams, like most married couples do. And we wanted to do ministry together. We felt called to ministry. And so we were working in a church. We wanted to buy a house someday, have some kids, watch them grow up, keep doing ministry, maybe retire someday, have some grandkids, and then go to heaven. That was basically the game plan. We're just going to follow that to a T. Well, we started down that road of our dreams and found out that one of the major dreams we had was to have kids. We could not have children. And so we mourned that. We had a tough time, a tough road, just mourning that we could not have children. Slowly but surely, God opened our hearts to adoption. So we started walking that road. Adoption is a challenging road. Every adoption is different. Every adoption journey is different. It's got peaks and valleys. Some are easier than others, and the challenges are different with every adoption. And our first adoption journey was pretty tough. We had a lot of adoptions fall through. We had a shower for a little baby girl and got a pink baby things, and then that fell through. And we had a baby boy down in Georgia for a week, and we had to take him back after having him a week down in Georgia. It was rough. It was a rough road. Well, after that was the worst of it. We went home and just mourned for a couple of months because still childless. And then God opened a door just 45 minutes from our house for a little baby boy that was born. And we got to meet him. And we named him Oliver Emmanuel, and we call him Manny. And he is now 7 years old, and we are so very thankful for him. And 3 years later, we adopted again. His name was Oakley Elijah, and he's quite the pistol. He's 4 years old. He's a lot of fun. But we are so very thankful. When I look at a picture of our family, I see us there, and it sometimes scares me to think that our dreams could have worked out. Because if our dreams had worked out, I'd have never met Manny or Oakley. I would have never gotten to be their father. And what an incredible privilege that it is. So as we journey through life, sometimes we have circumstances we don't always get resolution to, and we won't know until heaven. But in this instance, in our lives, we got to see God's incredible kindness and mercy and grace in these two little boys. And so we are so ever thankful for them. This song is called Stained Glass Windows, and it's about that journey. Last week I walked on water. Today I'm sinking low. Can your hand reach down to me and pull me up once more? All the dreams I had are shattered, all scattered on the floor. The last time you picked up the pieces and helped me dream some more. 'Cause we're making stained glass windows, every piece a different shape, all broken and then put together like a big mistake. But when the light shines through, the colors form a tapestry, 100 different images of how you keep loving me. Oh, When the light shines through, the colors form in tapestry. Oh, when we make stained glass windows, every piece a different shade. Oh, broken and put together like a big mistake. Oh, but when the light shines through, the colors form a tapestry, 100 different images of how. Oh, but when the light shines through, the colors form a tapestry, yeah, 100 different images of how you keep on loving me. There are times in our lives where when we approach God, we got nothing. We're just like, I'm spent. I actually don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'm a bit worried, and sometimes we let anxiety and worry creep in. It's in those moments that God will remind us that He is the one that holds us, and He is the one that is faithful. And it's good to know that we can trust Him with our lives here on this earth, and we can trust Him in our lives for eternity. This song is called Trust. With empty hands I come to pray, 'cause I'm not seeing how I'll make it through the day. When all my strength is all but gone away, you remind me how you pulled me through yesterday. Oh, remind me how you pulled me through yesterday. Oh, so I will trust in you. You never let me down. All I've needed, you provided, and you won't stop now. Looking back, I clearly see there was not a time that you abandoned me, no. So I'm not afraid of what tomorrow brings, no, 'cause I know you're the one that's holding me. Oh, yes, I know you're the one that's holding me. Oh, so I will trust in you, 'cause you never let me down. And all I've needed, you provided, and you won't stop now. Oh, morning by morning, mercy by mercy, you won't stop keeping your promise. Morning by morning, mercy by mercy, I see. Oh, morning by morning, mercy by mercy, you won't stop keeping your promise. Morning by morning, mercy by mercy, I see. Oh, I see, yeah, yeah. So I will trust in you. In the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, give me Jesus, give me Jesus, give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus. Oh, and when I am alone, oh, and when I am alone, when I am alone, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus. Oh, and when I am afraid, oh, and when I am afraid, don't you know we all get afraid sometimes? Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus. When I come to die, give me Jesus, give me Jesus, give me Jesus. You can have all this world. You can have all this world. Oh, take away the world and give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. It's one of my favorite spirituals. We sang that in choir when I was in college, and it just has stayed with me. And it's such a good thing to say. God, we want you. We need you more than anything else in this world. Amen? Amen. Amen. This next song I want to share with you is about whenever Jesus left his disciples. He said, I'm going away, but I'm going to send a helper to be not just with you, but in you. Who is that helper? The Holy Spirit. He's in us. And so out of that came this song, because he's not just with us, he is in us. It's called God in Me. It's not the melody that brings me to you. It's not even the words that burn in my heart. It's not the wonderful sounds that cause me to sing. It is knowing you, what you've done in me. You are the song of my life. You are the dance in my feet. You are the voice of my heart. You are God in me. You are the bread of my life. You are the life-giving drink. You are the everything. You are God in me. Yeah. So I will sing my life a song to your name. And whatever I do, Lord, it's all for your fame, yeah. 'Cause it's your beautiful self that calls me to sing about knowing you and what you do in me. Oh, you are the song of my life. You are the dance in my feet. You are the voice of my heart. You are God in me. You are the bread of my life. Oh, you are the life-giving drink. You are the everything. You are God in me. Yeah, and me and you. You and me. I will never stop knowing the joy that you bring. Oh, and me and you. You and me. Oh, I will never stop tasting your goodness. Oh, your goodness. Oh, you are the song of my life. You are the dance in my feet. You are the voice of my heart. You are God in me. You are the bread of my life. You are the life-giving drink. You are the everything. You are God in me. Yeah. Oh, you are God in me. So a friend of mine and I were riding one day. His name is Joel, and we were just talking about the church and how we long for the church to become who Christ has made her and won her to be, and that is a light to the world, and that is hope in the darkness. And that's what this song that we wrote called Light Rise Up is about. Here we go. Who we are is not who we were. Help us not forget the grace you show us in our sin and in our weakness. You are strong and your kindness. We need you, oh, we need you. The whole world needs you. Let your light rise up, overwhelm the dark. Let your love in us show the world your heart. Let your hope resound for the broken ones. Let the lost be found and your kingdom come. Whoa, turn our hearts to the broken. Let our tears fall for the lost one. May our love and compassion draw them to the hope that fills us. We need you, oh, we need you. The whole world needs you. Let your light rise up, overwhelm the dark. Let your love in us show the world your heart. Let your hope resound for the broken ones. Let the lost be found and your kingdom come. Oh, may your kingdom come. May your kingdom come. Come and reign, come and reign. Would you build your kingdom here? Come and reign, God, come and reign. Would you build your kingdom here? Come and reign, come and reign. Would you build your kingdom here? Come and reign, come and reign. Come and build your kingdom here. Let your light rise up, overwhelm the dark. Let your love in us show the world your heart. Let your hope resound for the broken one. Let the lost be found and your kingdom come. Whoa, may your kingdom come. May your kingdom come. So I'm going to poll the audience here. How many of you guys grew up in church? Wow, about most of you, approximately. It's a rough approximation. How many of you grew up in a youth group? You had a youth group that you were in when you grew up. A few less, but still a significant number in here grew up in a youth group. Well, I remember I was on a youth trip when I was in high school. I was my junior year, and we went to the beach in Florida. And I don't know if you know this, but God speaks at the beach. I don't know how or why, but he does. When you see the ocean, it's just like, wow, you're talking to me. Well, anyway, we were at the beach, and I felt clearly that week that God was calling me out to surrender my life to full-time ministry. And it was that week, the summer of my junior year, that I did that. Now, fast forward. This past year, I took a band to a camp to lead worship in Florida. And when we arrived, I started looking around, and I was like, this place is vaguely familiar. And I just started thinking, I wonder if this is the same camp. And so I texted my old youth pastor and said, hey, where did we go? Is this that same camp? And he said, that is the one. And so as we were there, I started counting up the years, and I realized that it had been exactly 20 years to the month that I had said yes to God. And so one night that week, I just couldn't sleep, and so I was just out walking around, and I went and found the place by the building where I sat there with my Sunday school teacher, and I surrendered. I just prayed, and we cried out to God together, and I just sat there for about an hour, and I just let the Holy Spirit bring to mind moments of ministry, even good ones and bad ones, and how he's seen me through all those times, how he's been with us and our family through all those tough times and through all the good times, all the victories. And it was just a beautiful time, a reminder of his faithfulness through his calling on my life. And I remember that week in particular, I felt distant from God, and I was going through a season where I just felt like I was just disconnected in some odd way. And I remember as I was processing all this, just being 20 years since then, and he's been so faithful, this song just kind of emerged out of that. Because he reminded me that, yes, he's faithful, but he reminded me that he is the rock. And he is the rock that my life is grounded on and that my life is rooted in. And though I am swayed by the world sometimes, to and fro, my emotions or circumstances cause me to feel out of whack, there's nothing changing the foundation that I'm rooted in. And that's good to know. That is good to be reminded of. And so this song is called Roots Run Deep. When I don't want to is when I need to draw near to you. When I don't want to is when I need to draw near to you. When I don't want to is when I need to listen to you. When I don't want to is when I need to listen to you. And though I'm like the grass that bends, I know that I'm rooted in the ground that never shakes or moves. My roots run deep in you. Oh, my roots run deep in you. When I don't want to is when I need to be still and know. When I don't want to is when I need to be still and know. And though I'm like the grass that bends, I know that I am rooted in the ground that never shakes or moves. Oh, my roots run deep in you. Oh, my roots run deep in you. Strong and steady through the ages. When all is gone, you will remain. Where could I flee from your presence? Oh, the universe cannot contain you. And why would I run from your goodness? Oh, I am undone by your majesty. I am human and you are holy. Oh, there is none like you. God, I trust in you. And though I'm like the grass that bends, I know that I'm rooted in the ground that never shakes or moves. My roots run deep in you. Oh, my roots run deep in you. My roots run deep in you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a blast to be with you guys tonight, and it's just been a joy. And I want to share this final song that you will find familiar. A few years ago, I added a chorus to it, and it's just a great invitation, because it seems as though in this room, most everyone in here has experienced the grace of God. By the look on your faces, I can see that He has done a work in your life that has been significant and has changed you for eternity. You've been brought from death into life, from hopelessness to hope. Sometimes we forget that, and I just say, God, help me remember, renew that spirit in me of when I first believed. I think it's good to be reminded of that. This song signifies probably a lot of people's coming to faith, and you'll know what I'm talking about as soon as I start singing it. And I just want to close with this, and I want you guys to know, and our greater audience that might be watching around the world online, is that there is room at the cross for you. Jesus died on the cross on behalf of your sins so that you can come to know him and experience life here and now and in the age to come. There is hope in Jesus. I encourage you to reach out to him, even though he may feel far. He's right next to you. Just as I am without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee, O Lamb of God. I come, I come. Just as I am, though tossed about with many a conflict, many a doubt, fightings and fears within, without, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. And you take me just as I am. You love beyond where I've been, and you raise me up from the dead. Oh, you take me just as I am, just as I am. Thy love unknown hath broken every barrier down. Now to be thine, yes, thine alone, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. And you take me just as I am. You love beyond where I've been. Yeah, you raised me up from the dead. Yeah, so you take me just as I am. Just as I am, thy love unknown hath broken every barrier down. Now to be thine, yes, thine alone, O Lamb God, I come, I come. Oh God, would you break down, God, all the walls? Oh, would you break down all the walls? 'Cause there is power